All right. So one of my subs wanted me to go live, and the other one yesterday requested some lofi. Ah, ah, lo-fi beats. Oh, come on. All right. You know what? Here, do that. What else? What else, bro? What else? 1 2 1 2. You actually need this so you don't go. It actually filters it out. But as you can see, it doesn't want to stay stationary because the mic is actually supposed to be, straight up. Anyway, so I was listening to some lo-fi beats, trying to come up with something. So I'm just gonna mess around and see what I can come up with. If you guys don't mind. If you don't mind, how I ran out of words. I wonderful life is with you in the world. Old Melton John. All right. Elton John. Elton John. Oh. It's looking at a new how's it going? It was a new scale. I think it went. No, it little scale going on. Anyway, so to make lo-fi beats, they always add in rain and something like that, and then they always use a high something up here. So if I was going to use that scale, it would be. So I'm at 96 BPMs. But they would do this in a bell, so I'm just going to put something down to see how this sounds. That sucked. Let me do this. Let me grab me some beats first. Fizz no. Grab me some all right. I guess I can use this for lo-fi. It's out of whack though. I don't know why. Just throw something down. Just throwing something down, right? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna find a. I like that right there. And I'm a lo-fi it, trust me. But first, I'm gonna find a bell. Oh, this is not. Why are you so messed up? This is not working. right, I'm going back to the basics. I ain't like none of those. Try something simpler. First, let me lo-fi this. Don't sound right. I am not good at making lo-fi beats, but I'm half decent. Hello, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I don't like lo-fi beats. I'm not good at making these beats. I'm not good at it. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is crazy. Bass, bass. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, there's noise coming through there. I don't know if you guys can hear the music or not, but turned all the way up. I don't know why. It's acting a fool. Anyways. Trying to get this bass right. But I'm not good at lo-fi. I'm not. I don't know how to write settings. 1 2 1 2. See if my mic is on. My computer's acting weird. One two 1 2 1 2 1 2. And a place to be. All right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. And a place to be. All right. All right. So my mic is on. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right, I'm gonna try this. A little sloppy, but I had hamburgers and fries and some onions. You guys hear that? Turn. Yeah, I knew something was wrong. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna bring this down here to the bass. There we go. Copy this bell sound. Copy. All right, so that's the bass sound. So I'm just gonna take the bass and I'm gonna drop it some octaves. So instead of going we could go try down here. Shine. Something like that. Somebody move it. All right. I'm gonna cut it. Somebody said, "What's good? What's good, man? How you doing?" You all right? You wanted me to go live. What's up? What's up? Just wanted me to go live. Just was like, go live just to just go live. Okay. Just why is my settings off? Why are you off? All right. Nate. I got Nick Diaz. Well, let me think about that. Jake is younger. Jake is bigger. Jake is stronger. Jake doesn't really know MMA. I don't know about that one. I don't like mixed matches like that. I really don't. I don't like mixed matches like that. It's, you know. I don't really know to go with that. Yeah. He's got a lot more money. He's got a lot of money. Yeah, that dude came from Vine. Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt. But he didn't come up fighting. You know what I'm saying? He's into making money. He wants to be. I mean, he's got a whole following behind him. Lots of money, lots of women, lots of cars. He's on top of his game. I don't know if he's a billionaire yet, but he's probably close to it. Yeah, he's nice with it, man. You can't take nothing away from the young man. And he's strong. He's a little too corny for me, but I tell you what, he can whoop my ass. I mean, he's a strong dude. I mean, you see what he did to Gronkowski's family. They got in the ring with him one on one, and they thought he was a joke, and he beat them all up. And he was like, "Why are you guys doing this?" He's like, "Why are they getting in the ring with me?" And he was just tagging them. Yeah, he could fight. Oh, Tony Robbins. All I know is he gonna make his money. He gonna make his money. Well, Mayweather owes him millions of dollars and he won't pay him. He ain't gonna pay that man. From the fight, he owes him millions. He won't pay him. So he's trying to sue him. Good luck with that. Mayweather is not going to pay that man. He's talking about, he said if Bud Crawford wins, he might come out of retirement to fight Bud. If I was Bud, I wouldn't fight. Well, then again, Bud already knows he's going to have to take a dive, but you might be looking at $100 million. That's if Floyd gives you all your money. I mean, after what Floyd did to, the last fight, people will be looking at, yeah, you may offer me $100 million, but Jake ain't get his $100 million. And if you rip off the white boy, you'll rip me off. So, nah. He might give you, but you might make more than $25 million now. Bud made $25 million and more. I mean, if he can get a guaranteed, $50 million, he might do it and go ahead and sit down, take the loss. Because, Mayweather ain't going to take that loss. He ain't taking that loss. Not at all. He is not going to take that loss. Yeah, all them damn mansions he's got. All that money he spends, he need more money. He might holler at Bud. But he should have never ripped off Jake like that. Who is he fighting? Ruiz again? I can't believe that Mexican dude beat him like that. Can't believe it. Well, yeah, get him out of there. Bud could beat Mayweather. Bud could beat him. Oh, so he's not in a... Well, I don't know. Bud, I mean, Bud is 35. Mayweather is how old? I don't know. He ain't as fast as he used to be. Yeah, Bud is a master at breaking people down. That's what he does. What the? Why does it still sound? I just think he's younger. I think he's also bigger. Break the fight down. Break it down. Break the fight down. Give me my opinion. Are you asking me to break the fight down? Is that what you were doing? I wasn't understanding. Somebody else is on. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, whoever you are. If you're Natalie, I'm not mad at you, so... Listen, Mayweather is the smartest fighter probably ever. Mayweather comes into the fight with knowledge and how to. Yo, what's up? What's up with you, man? Nah, she got upset because I snapped at her. Because I was like, what do you mean by that? She talk about time to get a dog. Anyways, so Mayweather has the ability and the very smarts and the science. And I mean, he has so many years of being around professional fighters. His daddy was a fighter, or his uncle was a fighter, Roger. I mean, his dad was heavy. It's just in his blood. It's in his blood. A lot of these families don't come from that type of prodigy or that type of pedigree, excuse me. You know, a lot of these guys get in it because of one reason or another, but a lot of times they weren't born into it. Look at what he's doing with his grandson already. Already, his grandson's 2. His grandson's going to be a fighter and he's going to stay rich. It's what the Mayweathers do. Gay was a top 3. You know what I'm saying? His daddy was a trainer. His uncle was a fighter. He just comes from a long line of watching people fight and studying them and hustling the game. The thing about it is that there's a lot of stuff in boxing that's dirty. And Mayweather is deep into the dirt. So anyone who fights him got to automatically know you're going to lose. Because it's full of gangsters. It's full of gangsters and cutthroats. Full of them. He's slurring. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get hit in the head a lot. And this is the one thing Floyd avoids. Floyd watched Muhammad Ali die. Floyd watched Dooku Kim die. Floyd watched he watched not both but Tommy not Tommy Hearns, the white dude. The big white dude Tommy. He watched Ray Mercer beat the life out of Tommy. But Tommy was on drugs. You know, and then Tommy, he's dead. Tommy's gone. But that big white boy could punch. You know what I mean? But he watched Ray Mercer it just hurt him. So Floyd watching all of these heavyweights, all these lightweights, he's watching all these people. The one dude that called the other dude gay because he really was, that guy goes in the ring and he kills the other guy. Literally, he hits the guy, bang, the guy dies. He dies on his way to the hospital. So Floyd is like, I'm not taking any abuse like you guys. And who did he learn from? He learned from Sweet Pea. God rest his soul. He learned from Sweet Pea. Parnell Whitaker. Parnell could dodge a punch like nobody's business. He's like, I'm not taking any hits. And that's where Floyd gets his skill from. He's like, I'm not going out with dementia. I'm not taking any hits. And I'm getting my front and back end money. I'm getting the pay-per-view money. For Floyd is a business. He's a business. That's it. And that's all. He's, Dante Wilder was talking about all of these men and women, but mostly men who, and he's still, Roy Jones Jr. is starting to slur his words also. Yeah, at the end of Roy Jones' career, it was kind of like, I wish he would have went out on top. Yeah, he was a great defensive fighter, but that's where Floyd learned all of his stuff from. So Floyd is the best there is at what he does. There's not a better defender out there. That whole thing like this, only Floyd does that. You back him into a corner, you think you got him, he got you. He going bow and come right up out of there. He's not a power puncher. He ain't gonna knock you out, but he's gonna beat you down. He's gonna, oh my God, some of the stuff he used to do. They would have made more money, but who knows if they would have kept more money. Floyd has a very flamboyant lifestyle. Somebody's got to pay for that lifestyle. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do is to get on that type of see Floyd, look, Floyd's persona is kind of like P. Diddy's persona. You know, P. Diddy, will see a rapper and he'll be like, yeah, get on. But if you're smart and you look at P. Diddy's history and you look at some of the rappers who came out with their hits, you'll know very quickly that a lot of those rappers got shelved after the hit was made. And they weren't allowed to go anywhere else and make money. And this is what the Locks were complaining about. So this is why, Jay Electronica was like, nah, I can't really rock with you on that. I can't really let you have any papers on me like that. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Electronica went and signed with Jay-Z. Yeah. So he was like, nah, don't, because you're a paper gangster. What you did to the Locks had to go on the radio and talk about how they couldn't get out of a 10-year contract and how they had to write for other people just to make money, just to make a living. They were like, we were just trying to eat. So, we're good at writing. So we write for other people and we get money like that. But we can't put our voice on anything because P. Diddy owns all our rights. And they said it was off of one album. They said it makes us mad enough to kill for. And P. Diddy heard that and he called in. He said, y'all ain't gonna kill nobody. He said, we didn't say we was gonna kill somebody. We said it makes us mad enough to kill for. He said, and he called into the radio station because Angela Martinez was interviewing the Locks. And he said, why ain't y'all just call me? Now this whole thing is on the air. And they said, because we know if we come down there, you're going to have the National Guard waiting on us. See, that everybody knows their place. The Locks knew, they knew, like everybody knows P. Diddy runs with a thick guard. Plus, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really the dude to mess around with, to offend. And when you're talking about Floyd Mayweather, you're looking at that same type of energy. Him, Leonard Ellaby, Don King. When you look and listen to these people, man, and see the way they live and all the people that surround them, you know what I'm saying? You know that it's that deal. And the only time Floyd got trumped is when Jay Prince wanted money from Floyd and he sent his goons down there and his goons beat up Floyd's goons and got their money and was out of there. Yeah, Al Heyman and all that. Yeah. Yeah, Bob Arum, all them dudes. These are not guys that you want to slight, you know what I'm saying? Because they know the underworld of boxing is basically mafia. And you got to have some thick skin when you get up to Floyd's level. Somebody's pulling his strings. If you don't want nothing to do with that, you don't sign to them. You're like, nah, man, I want to box and go home to my wife and kids. This is a job to me. This is not life and death to me, man. You know, you guys clearly are way deeper than I ever want to be. Yeah, he was doing something. Yeah, he was managing them. He was in it, and Floyd owed him some money. So he sent his goons down there, and they got with Floyd's goons in his gym. It was like, give us our money. Took a bunch of money off of him and walked out. No, it's an instigator. Well, I don't think she instigated that, though. I think, yeah, P. Diddy wasn't going to touch the locks because they're gangsters. Well, that's not what I'm saying. Because when P. Diddy called, he was responding to what they said when they said it made us mad enough to kill for it. He said, y'all ain't going to kill nobody. Because they was putting out bad press on P. Diddy. But they was telling the truth. It's like, you got us into a contract 10 years ago, and you haven't let us out that contract, which means everything that we do goes to you. How fair is that? That's not even close to being fair. You have the rights to our voice from an album we did 10 years ago. There's no way that's fair. But that's what paper gangsters do. Yeah, Jay Prince is a powerful man. But listen, even Jay Prince got somebody to answer to. Look, everybody's answering to somebody. Everybody knows where they belong. Jay Prince know that. So he answering to somebody. Jay Prince can't go, I don't answer to no, you answering to somebody. Because somebody can run up on anybody and be like, what? Like that song says, what you want to do? What you want to do? By Nori. And the answer is nothing. And just like Nori said, nothing. You're not going to do nothing. So I don't know who that somebody is, but Jay Prince pays somebody, and whoever he pays someone. And the end of that line probably stops at the U.S. military, because nobody wants it with the U.S. military. Nobody wants a heat seeker coming to their house and blowing up everything. Nobody wants, the Secret Service, FBI, CIA. Them boys pull all the strings, the CIA especially. So trust me, and everybody's being watched. The government has been watching Jay Prince, and they keep him in line. And I'm betting every now and then they come and see him. Every now and then they, say, hey, let's have dinner. And they probably walk right up on him. Hey, Jay, how you doing? And he could be with a whole entourage, and nobody will say a damn thing because they know exactly who they are. It's not like they hide. Hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Let's have dinner. Sit down. How's the wife and kids? Everybody's fine. That's good. That's good. Listen, we got ourselves a situation. We need a certain amount of money to go to a certain project, and we need you to go ahead and take care of that. All right? All right, good talk. Enjoy the quiche on me and walk out. And that's it, and that's all. And let it not happen. And you will see bank accounts closed. You'll see that land he has gone. You'll see all those people from Rap-A-Lot you'll start seeing people folding. Hell, you might see people, gone, just disappear. There is a hierarchy. And if you don't want to be really into that game, then listen, the people who paid Bud and Earl, they were guys from a hedge fund. A hedge fund paid them $25 million each. A hedge fund. Some white boys, betting on the stock market, sitting back with 20-year-old college girls laughing about they don't care who wins, having a good time. Well, not really. No, it's not. No. 25 million each is not a lot of money. Not to somebody who is a hedge fund. That's not a lot of money. Some of these guys who are running these cryptocurrencies, they could pay that. They could pay that. 25 mil, they could pay that. Well, that's different. To us, it is. But you got to understand, if you get a check for 25 million, half of that's gone. 40% of that is gone. That's it. 13 million of that goes to the IRS. Gone. Then you got to look at all the people you have to pay. Yeah, those guys are worth billions. Those guys have spent 25 million buying a plot of land in the middle of the ocean just to say they own it. They actually do stuff like that. Dubai is selling little islands, little barely above the water, $50 million each. Who do you think's buying them? 50 mil. This is your little spot. You own it. 50 mil. Dubai. And they're like, boom, I own this. And there's nothing built on top of it. Nothing. There's nothing there. But that piece of little anthill sticking above the ocean, which could flood at any time, that person goes, I own that. And there's a bunch more right around it, and people are buying it up like it's not. Why? Because they have the money. It's nothing to them. I look at the stock market every day on the weekends because I'm an investor. I have money invested into the stock market. Now, I'm not doing too well, but, I still look at it because I want to know what it's doing, right? But the companies to put your money into, if you want a slow turnaround, but the money is going to be there, you'd be looking at BlackRock. The amount of money that BlackRock has is ridiculous. So like I said, all of those guys answer to somebody, and the buck stops at the U.S. military. I don't envy none of those people. And the reason why is because the more you stick your head, up to say, hey, I'm this or I'm that, the more people want to cut it off. I like living where people don't notice me. I don't need the biggest this, the biggest that. I don't need the girl with the fattest ass. I've had one of those before. I've had a few of them. They're just women. I've had some big booty gyms. Eh, they come and they go. They get bored. They get tired. They're hypergamous. They leave. You get a nice car. It gets old. I just don't take value in those things. But I value what I have. So. Check it out now. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the honeys, 3 for the bends, 4 for the friends, trying to get them ends by whatever it takes. It's tone on the beat breaks with everything. It goes 1 for the money, 2 for the breaks. Everything, bro. The girls is only look. You just get when you grow up, you realize that it's all a facade. I like this little beat. Why would he not be? Earl better take it easy. Listen, Earl has enough money to retire. He's a millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. If he retires, get rid of all those people he's paying. Just him and his fam. He could live for the rest of his life off of what he has. Throw his money into a life insurance. Live off the, you know what I'm saying? He's good. Live off a couple $100,000 a year. He's good. Couple $100,000, you're good. House paid off, 3 cars paid off, kids' college paid off. You're good. Well, he wants to avenge at 154. And I'm not exactly against it. Yeah, but the problem is you were in a car wreck and then you were in a coma. The problem isn't you want revenge. The problem is your body is doing something different. Most boxers haven't had their body slammed against the concrete from being tossed out of a car. And then a neurologist comes out and talks about your eyes are glassy. You have neurological damage. You've already been assessed by a professional. And they're telling you your nerves are bad. Then you have professional boxers I'm going to tell you something. He was never fine after the car accident. Yeah, we're fine. What he was and is a specimen. No, what he is in excellent shape. So his body is hiding the damage that the car accident did. That's what he is. Any lesser person would not be able to do what he's doing now. He's not. In that one fight where he got his mouthpiece knocked out, he started looking for the mouthpiece. And I was like, why isn't he guarding himself? Immediately he drops his head, and I'm like, wait a minute, the bell hasn't gone off. The ref isn't interfering. Somebody could have took his head off. Somebody with a really mean ass demeanor could have legally punched him and knocked him clean out. And it's his fault because he looked around. It is the truth. He is damaged. It's not no guessing. It is the truth. He was damaged before those fights. He's damaged. And if he doesn't, listen. I don't think he would have beat old boy even if he wasn't damaged. But here's the thing. If you go to 154, he's still damaged. What the doctors are saying is not untrue. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to say. You're damaged after the car accident, but you're such a specimen, such good training. You have this hard head that you brag about. You're so strong that you can go in and you can fight 3-4 more fights. Win, lose, or draw. But the decline that's coming your way is more expedient than if you never got into that car accident. And when it hits you, it's going to hit you faster and you're not going to be ready for it. Once you get older and you're not training like that, and you can't train like that, you lose your speed, you lose your quickness, you lose your endurance, you gain weight, and you're just a regular degular. When that happens, it's going to accelerate. And when it does, it's going to be night-night for you. You have people who can recover from certain things because their body at peak performance is able to recover. But once the onset of that accident really takes shape, you and Bud Crawford being the same age, Bud is going to be in a lot better shape than you are in 10 years. In 10 years, you might be slurring your speech, and hell, you might not be able to run at all. 10 years, Bud will still be able to run. He'll be talking just as slick as he's talking now. And he might be able to do some exhibition fights. 10 years, Errol Spence won't be doing exhibition fights. So it doesn't matter if he wins or not. All he's doing is speeding up the process. You have neurological damage. And there's one thing we all know about the nervous system. It is hard to repair. This is why you have quadriplegics, paraplegics. It's because those nerves are severed. This is why you have people who have, diseases that are in the nervous system. Because the nervous system is, now, of course, there are cures out there, but they're not as widely known. And, they're doing things with paraplegics and quadriplegics. But this information isn't widely disseminated. No. I would be saying it. I'm not making an excuse for the man. I knew he was going to lose. I'm saying this because he was in the accident. Listen, I just don't think a man who is in a coma should be boxing. I don't care how many fights he wins. I don't think anybody who's been through that should be boxing of all things. Of all things, boxing? No. In impact sport, where you purposely hit people in the head and you push your body till its limits? Absolutely not. To me, he should retire. To me, he should become a trainer. He had an excellent, he had one of the best runs of anybody. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. No, I think, like I said, I think that the more damage he takes, the worse it's going to be. Why you say that? This is just my opinion. Yeah, after one loss, I think he should chill. Do you know why they say he shouldn't box Bud again? It's simply because Bud knew too much. Earl Spence's style of fighting is overpowering, coming forward and overpowering his opponent and breaking him down. That's what he wanted to do to Bud. That's what he told Bud he was going to do. He says, I'm going to break you down. Well, Bud was ready for it. And what happened? He couldn't do it. Yeah, Ollie got destroyed by a couple fighters, but look what he did to George Foreman. Roy Jones got destroyed when he got older. Plus, he had bad habits. Tyson didn't get destroyed. He got hit in his weak spot, which is right here in the top of his head. He didn't get destroyed. He got knocked out. Buster Douglas was a big man. Yeah, cap. Yeah, it's a good fight though. But Mike was on his way out. Yeah, he's on his way out. Yeah, but Mike at 22? Nobody was seeing Mike Tyson at 22 years old. Nobody. How old was he? I mean, I don't know. You know better than me. I said he was on his way out. I didn't say he was old. Old is what? I just said he was on his way out. I didn't say he was old. He was just finished. He was on his, downslope. Yeah. How many fights do you think Earl Spence got in him? How many more fights? How many fights do you think Bud got in him? Bud 36. How many fights do you think he got? And listen to this. How many people can challenge Bud? How many people can challenge him for the money that he needs? Don't forget, once you get at the top, you're fighting for the money. How many people are left that he can fight for the money and get his big paycheck? How many? How many people are undefeated? Okay, so Tank wanted to throw his, his 2 cents out there. Bud said, I can't fight Tank. I'm not going to fight him at 147. He says he's not going to come up. It's not going to happen. Even though we'd love to see that. Tank said, I'll knock him out in 6 rounds. But Bud is like, nah, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do it. So scratch that. The little Chinese in our way or a new way is looking at Tank. But Tank will destroy him. Okay. So let's look at how many fights Bud can actually get out at the age of 36. How many fights? And how many more times did Tyson fight after the Lennox Lewis fight? See, it's on your way out. Once you get in your 30s, you're on your way out. You're on your way out. There's only, okay, so Bud can fight Jamel or Jamal, whatever, one of the, Jamel, I think, right? He can fight him at what, 154? Charlo, right? One of the Charlo brothers. He could fight yeah, there's no doubt. So he can fight Charlo, right? He can also fight I forgot old dude's name, but he has no losses. You forgot his name though. He ain't got no losses though. He can fight that dude. He's not gonna go 168. He says, I'm not going up that high. He could fight Mayweather and get his money. Yeah, he could fight Mayweather and get his money. So that's three super fights. That's 3 super fights. Everybody else is not in his weight class. And he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna see Tank at 147. That's all I'm saying. He's on his way out. 3 fights. He'll probably knock them all off before the age of 40. That's it. That's it for him. Bud to be out of there. And Earl Spence. So that's 4 fights, maybe.
Can't find my stuff. Can't find my yeah, 4 fights. Yeah, he's got 4 fights in him. Yeah, I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Mm. Pound for pound, number 1, undisputed. I kind of wish he would fight Tank. I'll tell you who he shouldn't fight. I'll tell you who he's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's talking about he's hungry. You're just not the big fight. I would rather see Bud fight Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is, Pacquiao's still that dude, but that'd be interesting. It wouldn't be it'd still be a super fight. But Keith Thurman, he's trying to get at Bud, but Bud is like, nope. Bud is like, nah, I'm not gonna. It's not worth it. He's not going. He's not going. He's not going. Keith Thurman is not going to bring in as much money. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth it. The rematch is worth it with Earl Spence. Jamel is worth it because he'll have another belt at another weight.
He's not going to go and see Canelo. Canelo's too heavy, 168. He's like, I don't want no noise. I don't want no noise with Canelo. He's not going to see Tank because Tank fights at 138. He can't see Tank coming to 147. He's got just a couple guys to deal with, and that's it. And after he fights all of them, but none of those guys are really the super. There's Boots. If he fights Boots, Boots is undefeated. That's a super fight. That's who I was talking about. He could fight Ennis. He could fight Charlo. Spence again. That's it. And Mayweather. Those are his 4 fights. And I will quiet everyone up except for the Tank fight, but he already, Thurman's done. But he already said he's not going to fight Tank, so, Tank can forget that. Tank don't really have nobody to fight. Amaue is what, 120 something? He fights at? And and they're like, yo, come on up to 138. And Amaue has demolished everyone. Everyone in his path, he's demolished. Yeah. But all of the undefeated fighters is who I was really talking about. Like, he wouldn't fight one time. One time is not worth fighting. He's not going to give you that big pay. One time is not going to draw 25 mil. Everybody don't want to see one time. It's just not going to happen. Everybody don't want to see that. Matter of fact, nobody wants to see him fight one time. We want to see him fight Jamel. We want to see, even though Jamel don't really have nothing to say right now because he's about to fight Canelo. Or we want to see him fight Boots Ennis, Earl Spence, and Mayweather. And there might be somebody else in there somewhere, but nobody else is really going to get that big paycheck. And that's what it's really about at that age. It's get that money. Get that money. Get that money, man. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. Yeah, but that don't do nothing for. Only person that does something for is Tank Davis. Tank might take that on. That'll be a super fight. because they're both undefeated. Shakur Stevens is around there somewhere, right? Right? How they getting things done over here? Trying to build it up. I'm not gonna remember that. Almost. Looks like everybody's gone. Thanks for stopping by. I'll finish this up though. They want to do go back on just go back in time. Be up an old man. I'm back.